Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? I hope you are all having a fabulous day today. And today, we are going to be talking about NAKD, Naked Brand Group Limited. Now, this stock is going through some pretty turbulent times, as I'm sure you can see through the graph, but we're going to be discussing why that is no longer a worry and why the reverse split that may or may not happen for them to gain compliance, that's not a problem. We do not need to worry about that because there are much brighter times to come. Before I get into the video, I need to remind you all, I am a university student doing economics and finance. I am in no way, shape or form a financial advisor, and because of that, nothing I say should come across or should be classed as financial advice. These videos are for entertainment purposes and that is it. Remember, all stocks are battlefields. We can only identify the battlefields for you. We cannot fight the battle for you. So you please make sure that you go into any trades in kind of tickets and stuff we mention on this channel by doing your own due diligence and going in there for the right reasons and not just because we've mentioned it. So without further ado, let's get into the video. Now, as we can see from the graph here, NAKD has had a pretty slippery slope. It's not been pretty for our kind of flagship stock, as it were. We have seen a massive fall in the price. However, it does seem to be starting to rally back now. One of the main things we need to mention is the fact that it got listed for non-compliance and it needs to hold a dollar value or over $1 value in share price for more than 10 days to regain compliance with the Nasdaq, get out of the Nasdaq's bad books, as it were, so it does not get delisted. Because if it gets delisted, for us shareholders, that is really bad news. We lose it. They're no longer there. It only goes to over the counter and the hedge funds win. Now, when that happens with stocks, what is the main way kind of stocks gain compliance when, you know, they're struggling? Well, they do what is called a reverse split. So what will happen is for every 10 shares of NAKD you own, they'll cut that down so those 10 shares turn into 1 share, but that 1 share is worth 10 times more. That is how they gain compliance. That's how they get their stock back over to the $1 threshold, and that is how it happens. Now, why is that not a problem for us? Well, that's not a problem for us because if they gain compliance, the hedge funders no longer win. They then have to keep this borrowing, they've got to keep shorting it, because as soon as it gains compliance, we've then got a lot longer for it to squeeze and all the rest of it. Remember, time is on our side. A reverse split is in no way anything that we need to be worrying about massively. Yes, it will probably knock onto the company's true value, but it will also make the hedge funds panic, and it will, in a sense, it may even force the squeeze, and we could see NAKD going 1000% up really quickly once it gains compliance. This here, combined with the fact that a lot of the kind of meme stock as they were are rallying at the moment. I know, as we can see, it doesn't quite look like it, but they have been trying to rally the past few days. It means that the short squeeze is imminent, and we can see this going to unreal height. As I know a lot you like to say in our live streams, triple digits or bust, and you know, maybe it will come to that stage, but who knows. So that was just a little quick intro as to why there is all these rumours about this reverse split happening and why it is no longer a problem and we don't need to worry about it like a lot of people have, because you hear reverse split, you hear it can be bad for the fundamental stock and the true value of the stock, which in a sense it is, but I'm not worried about it. I don't think you guys should be worried about it. The main people that need to worry about a reverse split are the hedge funds, but for a completely different reason we need to worry about it. So without further ado guys, I hope you all have a fabulous day and I'll catch you next time. Take care.